Do you ever feel like someone close to you is secretly draining your energy and confidence? Maybe they make you question your decisions or leave you feeling emotionally exhausted every time you meet. You're not alone. Many of us have experienced toxic individuals without even realizing it, until it's too late. In today's video, we'll explore the 6 red flags that reveal someone around you might be secretly harmful. Recognizing these signs isn't about paranoia, it's about protecting your emotional well-being and mental health. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of setting boundaries and remaining true to ourselves, no matter the chaos others may bring into our lives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify these red flags and what steps to take to distance yourself from toxic influences. You'll feel empowered to protect your peace and focus on building positive, supportive relationships that uplift you. So, take a deep breath and stay with me. We're about to dive deep into how to protect your most valuable asset, your mental and emotional health. One of the most dangerous red flags is constant lying and manipulation of the truth. These individuals don't just tell small lies, deception becomes their way of controlling others and bending reality in their favor. This manipulation is subtle at first. They twist facts, deny things they've clearly said or done, and make you question your memory and perception. This is more than dishonesty, it's psychological warfare. Let me give you an example. Imagine a friend who consistently changes stories. One day, they promise to support your project, but later, they deny ever saying that. When you bring it up, they accuse you of being too sensitive or misremembering. Over time, this erodes your confidence in your own judgment and makes you dependent on their version of reality. Psychologically, living under constant manipulation drains your energy and self-esteem. It creates confusion and doubt. You begin to second-guess everything, wondering if you're truly the one who's wrong. That's exactly how these individuals maintain control, by keeping you off balance and dependent on their words. The key to identifying this red flag is awareness. Pay attention to patterns. Do their stories always change? Do they deflect responsibility and make you feel guilty for confronting them? When you spot these behaviors, trust your instincts. Stoic philosophy teaches us to stay calm, detach emotionally, and observe reality as it is, not as someone manipulates it to be. Remember, recognizing manipulation early gives you the power to protect your peace and reclaim your confidence. Don't get caught in their web of lies. Stay grounded, and trust what you see and know to be true. Another major red flag is a love for conflict. Some toxic individuals thrive on chaos. They create drama and conflict wherever they go, often for their own amusement or to manipulate situations in their favor. These people stir up tension, pit others against each other, and thrive in the resulting chaos. Why? Because confusion and conflict give them control over the environment and those around them. You might notice this behavior at work or in personal relationships. For example, imagine a colleague who constantly spreads rumors and exaggerates small disagreements, turning them into large disputes. Or perhaps a friend who always seems to enjoy watching others argue, quietly fueling the tension with subtle comments. This pattern is not coincidental. In these situations, Stoic philosophy offers us powerful tools to protect our peace. The first and most important step is detachment, both emotionally and mentally. When confronted with conflict seekers, resist the urge to engage. It's tempting to defend yourself or correct their version of the story, but doing so only feeds the chaos they crave. Instead, take a step back and observe the situation without reacting emotionally. Remember the advice of Marcus Aurelius: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Keep your focus on what you can control, your reaction. When conflict arises, pause, breathe, and respond calmly, or choose not to respond at all. Silence can be more powerful than words in these situations. Avoid those who enjoy creating tension. Surround yourself with people who bring peace and balance into your life. Your energy is precious, don't waste it on battles you didn't choose. By refusing to engage with conflict seekers, you reclaim your power and protect your emotional well-being. A particularly harmful red flag is when someone constantly makes you feel like you're always at fault. This tactic, commonly known as gaslighting, is one of the most insidious forms of manipulation. Gaslighting is designed to make you doubt your memory, perception, and even your sanity. It's a psychological game aimed at breaking down your self-confidence and gaining control over you. Imagine you confront someone about their hurtful behavior. Instead of acknowledging their actions, they twist the situation around. Suddenly, you're the one apologizing, even though you were the one hurt. They might say things like, "You're too sensitive," or, "You're always imagining things." Over time, you begin to question your own reality, thinking, "Maybe I am being unreasonable," or, "Perhaps I misremembered." The emotional toll of gaslighting can be overwhelming. It erodes trust in yourself and leaves you constantly second-guessing your thoughts and feelings. But here's the truth: your reality is valid. The first step to escaping the trap of gaslighting is to recognize it for what it is. Stoic philosophy provides a powerful framework for dealing with this. Know your truth and stand by it calmly. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." When someone tries to manipulate your reality, pause and ground yourself in what you know to be true. Keep a journal. Write down events as they happen, including your feelings and experiences. This written record will serve as a reminder of your reality and help you distinguish truth from manipulation. Most importantly, don't engage in endless debates with gaslighters. They thrive on confusion and control. Instead, set clear boundaries and distance yourself emotionally. You owe no explanation for your reality. Trust yourself. You are your strongest advocate. Another dangerous red flag to watch out for is when someone consistently plays the victim. This isn't about occasional vulnerability, we all experience hardship, but rather a consistent pattern of victimhood as a tool for manipulation. These individuals avoid accountability, shift blame onto others, and rely on evoking sympathy to escape responsibility. Let's break this down with a common example. You confront someone about their behavior. Instead of addressing the issue, they immediately spiral into a story about how everyone always misunderstands them. Suddenly, you're comforting them, and the original issue is forgotten. This is emotional manipulation in disguise. The goal of the perpetual victim is simple: to control your emotions and actions by making you feel guilty. They want you to believe that if you confront or set boundaries, you're being unkind or unfair. Over time, this tactic drains your emotional energy and leaves you walking on eggshells around them. So, how do you protect yourself? First, recognize the pattern. Genuine victims seek solutions, while manipulative ones seek attention and excuses. Second, adopt a Stoic mindset. You are responsible for your actions, not for how others react. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." When someone plays the victim, stay calm and stick to the facts. Refuse to engage emotionally. Set boundaries with kindness but firmness. For example, say, "I understand you're going through a tough time, but this conversation is about resolving the issue at hand." Don't let the conversation be derailed. And remember, not everyone deserves your emotional investment. It's okay to step back and protect your peace. True friends and healthy relationships are built on accountability, not guilt and blame. Red flag number 5 is constant criticism, something that can wear down your confidence and self-worth over time if you're not careful. But here's the important distinction: there's a big difference between constructive feedback and destructive criticism. Constructive feedback aims to help you grow, improve, and reach your potential. It's given with good intentions and usually offers solutions. On the other hand, destructive criticism is rooted in control and negativity. It's designed to diminish you, not build you up. Toxic individuals who engage in constant criticism rarely, if ever, acknowledge your efforts or successes. Instead, they focus on your flaws, magnify mistakes, and use comparisons to make you feel inadequate. This kind of behavior is a serious warning sign. Imagine a scenario where you achieve something important, perhaps you get a promotion or successfully finish a big project. A supportive person will celebrate your success with you. But a toxic person? They'll find a way to criticize it. Oh, you got that promotion? Well, it's probably just luck. These backhanded comments chip away at your confidence. So, how do you protect yourself from constant criticism? First, build an internal source of confidence. Remember that your worth is not dependent on anyone's approval. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, said, "The opinion of others is not in your control, only your response is." Cultivate self-awareness and recognize your strengths. Second, set boundaries. When someone constantly criticizes without offering solutions, distance yourself emotionally. You can say something like, "I appreciate your perspective, but I prefer constructive feedback that helps me improve." Stay firm and don't engage in endless debates. Lastly, surround yourself with people who genuinely support your growth. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who celebrate your victories and encourage you to be your best. Your environment has a powerful influence on your mindset. Protect it. The sixth red flag is a lack of empathy or compassion, one of the most dangerous traits in any person. Empathy is what connects us as human beings. It allows us to understand and care for each other's experiences and emotions. When someone lacks empathy, they see others not as people with feelings and stories but as tools to achieve their own ends. Imagine sharing your struggles with someone, hoping for understanding, but receiving cold indifference or even mockery in return. Over time, this emotional void can make you question your own worth. A person without empathy doesn't care about your emotional well-being, they care only about how they can use you for their benefit. So, how do we protect ourselves? This is where Stoic philosophy becomes incredibly powerful. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is learning to control our reactions, not external circumstances. You can't force someone to be empathetic, but you can choose how to respond. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The key is to set emotional boundaries. Recognize when someone's lack of empathy is affecting your mental health and distance yourself emotionally. It's okay to walk away from relationships that drain you. You don't need to explain or justify your decision. Instead, focus on cultivating connections with people who genuinely care for you. Finally, remember that protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. Prioritize your well-being and surround yourself with those who uplift and support you. We've just covered 6 important red flags that reveal toxic individuals: constant lying, a love for conflict, gaslighting to make you feel always at fault, playing the victim, relentless criticism without recognition, and a complete lack of empathy or compassion. These signs are not always easy to spot, especially when emotions are involved, but recognizing them is the first step toward protecting your peace. Remember, you don't have to tolerate relationships that drain you emotionally. Prioritize your well-being and surround yourself with people who genuinely support and uplift you. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control: our reactions, our choices, and our boundaries. You have the power to choose who stays in your life and who doesn't. Never compromise your mental and emotional health for the sake of keeping someone around. If you've ever experienced these red flags in your life, share your story in the comments below. Let's help each other grow and create healthier, stronger relationships. And always remember, your peace matters. Your well-being matters. Never settle for less.